G'day all, welcome back again to Dad vs Son and our playthrough of Combat Volume 2 from Ross Mattel. And we're about to go on and play our first patrol in our Into the Cauldron campaign, and it's the 22nd of July. But just before we do, first things first, we've had a volunteer for Lance Corporal W, and that is going to be Lance Corporal Westrup. Stephen Westrup has volunteered to come forward, so we'll put him in. He's been following along with this and making quite a few comments and trying to keep me honest, so that's always good. And one of the things he picked up on was in the last mission with Bob Delaney, who was at one stage doing suppressive fire with the 1919 machine gun. I drew a card for a kill, so he's actually got oh sorry, wrong one. Ugh. So he actually didn't get a kill there at all. That was against the guy that was in the on the wall of the orchard. So thanks again, Stephen, and that is good. And we can just update all these. Do we have one for a patrol? No, it's just straight up. Let's start down here. Let's just bring these up to date, and then we can get into our first patrol. So Steve Westrup can stay behind from the patrol, like we said, and he'll be there to look after and go and visit Dan Pencaldi in hospital. Give him a hard time. Like, you know, typical thing to do when somebody gets hit. Take the piss out of them for being too slow to move or anything else. So we are done there. Okay, so we're going to Zone 5. Now, the roll-up for weather and everything else was clear and firm ground. But I'm going to change that because this is only a day after Mission 26 where we had heavy rain and mud. So I'm quite happy for it to be clear. But I think what we're going to do is go to mud. You know, it's cleared up, but the ground would still be muddy. So I think that's a fair enough sort of thing. So we're going to do that. So we're taking 10 people along. We still need people for Lance Corporal D and Private R. So let's get into it. So first one up is 6. And that was supposed to be 0700 time. Yeah, it's 7:30. Okay. 6. Advance 1. Something ahead. You suddenly notice an enemy force a little way ahead. Gain 1 PvP. Choose your course of action, A, B, or C. A, investigate. Make a TQC for the patrol leader if he rolls a 0. You get in close and determine both size and quantity of the enemy force. Really don't like that. Attack. Roll a D10 to determine the enemy force, blah, blah, blah. Or C, get out of there. Well, it's the start of our patrol, so I think we'd go for a get out of there. Roll a TQC for the patrol leader. Okay. And the patrol leader is Sergeant Amos, Staff Sergeant Amos with a 7. So let's roll up. And we get a 1. There I going to be able to see the dice or anything? No. Okay, so I need to bring this down and bring this back over. And bring this down and do that. Okay, so there we go. We rolled a 1. So that's fine. If he passes, you successfully pull back. Continue the patrol. If he fails, blah, blah, blah. So, no, we just continue the patrol. 95 sounds like crap. Advance 1. Spotted. You're seen by an enemy force. You may choose to either withdraw. This will cause the enemy to send out patrols of their own, add 10 to the DRM, or firefight. We will withdraw. So we need to look at withdraw. We go up 10. So we're up to 9 now. Okay. We is up again. 27. Advance 1, steady progress. 38. Same thing. Advance 1, steady progress. Up to 930. 58. Advance 1. So we're up there, and we can go return to base. Unoccupied enemy position. The patrol comes across a vacant, recently occupied enemy position. Select a random patrol character and make a TQC. Okay, so we have 10 people, so we'll just go 1 down through to 10 for Delaney. And it's number 8, which is Private Sawyer. We do a TQC. Ooh, he failed miserably. Use a +1 DRM for tonight. No. If he passes, no. If he fails, sorry, unoccupied, roll comes across it, select a random character, make a TQC. Yep, we did that. He didn't roll a 0. If he passes, If he fails, nothing significant is found. Gain 1 PvP. Okay. If he rolls a 9, No, so we're done. There. We're now at 9:30. We're going up to 10. 1000 hours. 25 is going to be advance 1, steady progress. We're heading back. 33 is exactly the same. 81 is not. Advance 1. Surprise encounter. Roll a d10. 4. If it's 0 to 1, on rolls of 6 or less. No. If it's 0 to 1, it's livestock. Roll a second d10. On rolls of 6 or less, the patrol breathes sorely move on gain 1. On rolls of 7 or more, select a random, blah, 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 gain 1, If the initial roll is 2 to 6, yes. You encounter a civilian. Roll a second d10 for the civilian. We get a 9. If the second roll is 7 to 9, they fear the patrol and provide no useful information. Gain 1 must re-roll and add 5 to the DRM. Okay. One must reroll and add 5 to the DRM. Okie doke. So we're at 1100 at the moment. 17. Advance 2, make good progress, gain 1 PvP. So we are return to home. We get 1 PvP. Okay. So that is it. So we need to now mark off the patrol. Patrols. Patrol charts. Patrol SOP. Patrol event DRMs. Patrol events. Recon Patrol PvP. That's what we want. Okay. Plus X PvP from the table. So we've got 3. Plus for each enemy prisoner, nothing. No papers. Plus 1 for each space for the total difference. So that's 5, 10. So we've got 13. Nothing, nothing. 13. Nice patrol. Good job. 1 reroll. Okay. So we can go end patrol. New patrol. Close down. Roster sheet 1. We get 1 reroll. Okay. So Greg gets 2 experience for going on the patrol. It was a successful patrol. That's it. Lance Corporal D gets 2. Ross Mortel gets 2. Sun gets 2. Tom gets 2. Cliff gets 2. Bob gets 2. Private R gets 2. Dan does not get any. And Rob Delaney gets 2. Righto. So now we need to do our updates. So first up is going to be setup. Events, control, mission, campaign charts is what I wanted. Campaign XP, yeah, 10 is for the next. Righto, so we're going to be rolling up for our people. So we get Greg Amos first. White and black is a 1-4. Luck. I think that's a pretty good one for him. He'll take it. Right, oh, so we need his Duva. Combat skill 2, combat skill 1, sorry, is luck 1, like that. And we need to come up here and give him a skill. There we go. Okay, me. Come down here, silly boy. 7-5. Driver. Nah, I don't want. 7-2. Fieldcraft. Well, got to take it. Okay, so combat skill 2 is Fieldcraft, which I think, yeah, the Sun's got that as well. So yeah, that works out well. Okay, Done. The Lance Corporal now. 4-1. Concealment. Try something else. 5-0. +1 TQ. Wow. Okay. TQ goes up to 6. That's pretty damn fine. But he doesn't have a leadership value, so I can't promote him to corporal. That's the way I work. So +1 TQ for Lance Corporal D. Done. Ross. 3-9. +1 weapon skill. Damn fine. That's what we want. Weapon skill goes up to 4. I'm happy with that. Okay, Sun. 62. Medic. It would be handy having another medic, that's for sure. But I think maybe something else at the moment. 69. Dodge. Oh well, that's what he's got. I forgot to do the other shit, didn't I? Combat skill 2 is dodge. It's a movement skill, idiot. Okay. Righto. Ross got +1 weapon skill. The Lance Corporal got +1 TQ. Okay. Ross got that. Sun just got dodge. Dodge 1. And now we're up to Tom of Camp Sawyer variety. 1-6. Inspiring. Now that's not a bad one, in fact. Skills. Skills. Here we go. Let's just have a look. Inspiring. Once per mission or patrol, the character may inspire all friendly characters in or adjacent to the character with this skill. Increase their morale levels by 1 to a max of aggressive. This may be done at any time the character is activated. So that's actually pretty good. And I think, Tom, you're going to be inspiring. There you go. Righto. So that is all of them. We can go to roster 2, and the first one is going to be Bob. Set up skills, Bob. 89. +1 TQ. Well, that's going to help. That's what we wanted with him. To help with his medicing, especially. +1 TQ. Okay, Private R. 71. Deadly. He's got no real skills, but he's going to be deadly. And I think deadly is a good one. Combat skill 2 is deadly. Okay. A knife expert who's deadly. Now, if I remember correctly, deadly is where you are drawing 2 cards when you hit somebody. Draw 2 cards on a successful hit and choose one. If firing on a character with the tough skill, then you do this twice and then apply the less effective for both. Yep. Okay. So that is him done, and we're up to Mr. Delaney. +79 +1 TQ. Yeah, well, we'll take it. That's for sure. TQ is always good. And that's going to promote him to Lance Corporal. Okay, Mr. Delaney. Tough. +1 TQ. And becomes a Lance Corporal. And that is it for that. Right, events. So we're back on the events table. And we're rolling up now for the 23rd. And again, it's +10% because we're frontline intensive. And we get a 13 is a 23. Days plus D6. 1 day. Random artillery. God almighty, we keep getting that, don't we? Okay. Frontline intensive. Event. Artie. Okay, we'll just do a 1 through 12. Number 4, Ross. Draw a wound card. Bad wound. Damn it. Okay. Status. Wounded. Okay, now we've got to roll for his wound. Now, as far as I'm concerned, I'm going to take this as a bandaged wound. 4. So back to the book. Character is unavailable for 15 days. Okay, 15 days. So he gets hit there. So that's 8 and 7. Right. We need to come up here. So I got a skill. The Lance Corporal got a skill. Ross got a skill. We're on the 23rd. So Ross goes 1 up and then wounded for 15 days and is back on the 8th. 7th, idiot. Du- 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 du. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 13, 14, one more. Yeah, wounded on the 7th. Okay, Sun got a skill. Tom got a skill. Cliff didn't. Bob got a skill. Private R got a skill. And Bob Delaney got a skill. Righto. Close that down again. And ready to roll up. 17 days plus 3. Your squad pulls the night shift for 3 days in a row. Make a TQ for the squad leader. Okay, it's a 7. He passes. If he passes, they're no effect. Okay. Night shift again. Some reason I don't think the platoon commander likes us all that much. Righto, up again. 33 is 43. Days plus 2 for 43. Desertion. If the squad morale is rock bottom, no. If the squad morale is higher than rock bottom, lower the squad morale by 1. Okay, so desertion. So it must have been somebody. There's Urshan, you idiot. Must have been somebody from the platoon, but not out of our squad. Okay, and our morale goes down by 1. So our morale is still high, which is good. Fanatical was better, but we'll take what we can get. Okay. 82 becomes 92, and we know that's a mission. Okay. Days plus D6. 2 days. And it's going to be mission 28. Righto. Mission 28. Attack in the hedgerows using scenario 1. It's still raining. It's Bacage. We've got friendly 81s. We've got recce and a hand size of 3. They're average, medium size with foxholes. Okay, average, medium size with foxholes. Right. And I will try and remember to roll on the using the other cards for the mission to see if they're experienced. Okay, so yeah, back to rain, but at least the mud's cleared up a bit. The trouble is we're down to 10 people and we've lost our BAR. Okay, well, we've been going for 30 minutes. We'll call it quits there, and the next time we come back, we'll play Mission 28. Take care. Bye for now.